Who's ready to hit the road on a Halloween-themed adventure? We've got aliens and spaceships, gargantuan pumpkin patches, jack-o'-lanterns by the thousands, spiders, graveyards, and snow.
Plus, lots and lots of that aforementioned open road, and at the end of it, there's this.
So get ready, because this adventure starts right now.
My friends, even when you live in one of the world's top tourist destinations, sometimes you just need to get away. October in the desert is the perfect time for a road trip. It's about 44 miles from Las Vegas to the California border, and if you've never made this trip, a couple of landmarks. The Seven Magic Mountains art installation way off to our left. And in Jean, Nevada, the largest Chevron station in the world with 96 pumps and a huge convenience store as well. We're approaching the tiny hamlet of Primm just at the California border. And according to those who track such things, more than 4 million Californians made the trip to Las Vegas last year. But if you're watching from other corners of the world, you may never make this trip. So hop aboard and come along with us. Strangely enough, a lot of Southern California looks exactly like Southern Nevada. We're all still in the Mojave Desert, and in fact, about 1/4 of California is desert. It'll be a few hours heading south and west on Interstate 15 before we actually find more than creosote and Joshua trees outside our window. Keep heading towards the Pacific coast, though, and you're going to see why we say California feeds America. The state's 69,000 farms and ranches provide over 1/3 of our vegetables and about 3/4 of the fruits and nuts consumed by the United States. Now here's a fun fact. The 5 top agricultural commodities out of California are dairy products and milk, grapes, cattle, almonds, and lettuce. Now, my friends, you better be taking notes because there's going to be a quiz a little bit later on. 50 miles or so from the border is a traveler outpost called Baker, California. Baker is most famous for being the home of the world's tallest thermometer. And yes, folks, that temp still reads mid-90s in mid-October. Equally famous are the superb strawberry milkshakes at the Mad Greek Cafe, a must-stop for lots of folks who often drive this route. But it's not the food or the gas or the thermometer that brought us here today. It's this. Before you is a UFO-themed hotel and tourist attraction under construction for several years now. It's the vision of the owners of the jerky store behind us. We'll pop in there in just a minute. To transform Baker from a desert pit stop to the ultimate alien destination, an alien colony on Earth. The time travel station is so well themed, it would be right at home in Galaxy Edge over in Disneyland. But I gotta admit, we were a little disappointed that it wasn't open so we could sample some of the goodies on that menu. Out on Baker Boulevard, this shiny spaceship and gigantic marquee are luring you into the Alien Fresh Jerky, a true American success story. Back in 2000, the Ramallo family opened a little roadside stop in Lincoln County, Nevada, with the goal of offering healthy snacks to road warriors. Years later, they moved the business to a much busier spot here in Baker, and today it's grown to a huge 4,800 square foot store, and all the space and alien-themed attractions surrounding it. All right, let's go check it out. Jerky is always on the top spot of my shopping list. The interior of the store is as engaging as the outside, truly a unique experience. Their bread and butter at the start was jerky, and they still offer an extensive selection of dried meats. Now, if you're thirsty, how about a vintage soda? Let me tell you something, these throw me way back to my childhood. And of course, they make the most of the alien theming with everything for sale from stuffies and toys to magnets, keychains, t-shirts, and even alien-inspired snacks. Not to mention the alien version of Zoltar. And fun pick opportunities. This place definitely qualifies as a roadside attraction. Now here's a fun fact, they actually sell their products on Amazon. All right, we're back on the road and much further west, leaving San Bernardino County behind us and into LA County now. The terrain is anything but flat, and we're seeing a lot more green as well as a lot more civilization. But we're not looking for the city on this trip. Our destination is the pumpkin patch of pumpkin patches at Underwood Farms in Moore Park. For 26 years, this family farm has held a fall harvest festival celebrating the season by not only picking your pumpkin, but entertainment, food, tractor train rides, and live animals to interact with. We've been to Underwood often on our trips to Ventura County, and it's always a treat, especially in autumn. Back in the old family truckster and 20 miles down the highway to the Santa Monica Mountains, and our last location for the day, the King Gillette Ranch. All right, it's twilight, just a couple days before Halloween, so it's only fitting that we spend our evening at Knights of the Jack in Calabasas. Why Calabasas? Well, the word is Spanish for pumpkin, and the town got its name from a legendary rancher who 200 years ago spilled a load of pumpkins on El Camino Real. Get this, they all sprouted everywhere, and the rest is history. This is the King Gillette Ranch, a 580-acre park in the gorgeous Santa Monica Mountains. Knights of the Jack is an immersive Halloween experience incredibly popular with families from Los Angeles and the surrounding area. We've barely stepped inside the gate and we're already seeing plenty of opportunities for fun photos with the family. Before we get to the main attraction, let's stop in at the Speakeasy Bar for a libation. This family-friendly spot has more photo ops, a ton of picnic tables, and a nice long bar featuring Halloween-themed cocktails. And off we go on a 1-mile walk through thousands of illuminated, hand-carved jack-o'-lanterns in all kinds of otherworldly themes that promise to be spooky, but never scary. First up, we're going under the sea. The bubbles are a fantastic touch. A few steps further, and we're in the Jurassic period among the dinosaurs. The Day of the Dead theme is appropriate for the season. Along with the jack-o'-lanterns, there is also an immersive light show including fairy lights in the trees. This is the 5th year that this popular attraction has been presented. It started on September 30th and will wrap up on Halloween night. Check out these carvings. Aren't they incredible? Up ahead, there's no way but through the spider's web. You're gonna want to shake yourself off when you get out of here. A stop in the jungle. And then the South Sea Islands. How cool is this? The planets and stars done with pumpkins. And an appropriate tie-in, the alien spaceship. But so far, this may be our favorite, the steam train. About halfway through, we find ourselves in a vast field of colored lights with that very cool pumpkin cube in the middle. Truly, my friends, we have never seen anything like this. It's really amazing, and this vast park has the space to do it up right. Around the other side is a proper pumpkin castle, accompanied by a Cinderella-styled pumpkin coach and a huge patch of multicolored jack-o'-lanterns.
Boys fly wondering, werewolves howl and zombies drool. Something's waiting in the dark to jump out and yell, "Ooh!"
We're in Hollywood now, and some of the biggest names in show business have their faces immortalized in pumpkin. The biggest names in fashion are represented as well. And here we go, another tunnel, this one thankfully less creepy than those spiders. As our journey comes to an end, we pass by the graveyard, shrouded in fog with some of the most fun names on the headstones. Really creative. But the last scene is the biggest surprise. All of a sudden, it's Christmas and it's snowing. We give Knights of the Jack 2 big thumbs up, a terrific Halloween event for all ages, and you even get your steps in while you're doing it. As you walk out, you definitely want to stop and take a look at the incredible creations from the pumpkin carver who's on site every night. All right, we're going to head back to our hotel. We will see you in the morning. We're going to end our little otherworldly getaway here at the far left coast on your map of the continental United States. This is one of our very favorite spots, Harbor Cove Beach near the Ventura Harbor Village. For us desert dwellers, being at the Pacific Ocean is a little otherworldly as well. And although we watched the surfers for probably half an hour, we never did see one of them successfully ride one of those gorgeous waves. You know what? We're just gonna have to come back.
Well, my friends, what did you think of that little getaway to California? All kinds of otherworldly, spooky stuff.
That was one quick trip.
It was. But every time we ever go to California, we pack a whole lot in, and I love traveling in the fall. How much do we love that little stop in Baker?
We did. We needed to get out of Las Vegas, and it was almost like urgency, right?
Yes, there was some urgency to it, and there was absolutely no pre-planning whatsoever.
Anyway, I loved the pumpkin farms. I loved everything we did in Baker. California's just a wonderful, beautiful, beautiful state.
It is, and we love being able to talk to some of our European or Australian friends or wherever you're from where you may never make that trip down I-15 into California, and we hope you enjoyed kind of hopping in the back of the truck and tagging along with us.
All right. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. Is there anything else you want to tell these nice people? And I know there is. Paul.
So, I have a couple pumpkins which are appropriate for the season and the subject, but what happened to you this week, Dale?
I won a little bit of money.
That's worth a lot more than a couple of pumpkins.
Isn't like a nice fan.
You can fan me, make it hot.
Yeah. It's actually been not a bad time at the slot machines for me. And I'll tell you what, I don't talk about it a lot, but I also won something at the M, and I won something else at the PTs as well, along with this.
All this week. So
yeah,
he's
all
had
this
a
week.
really lucky week leading up to Halloween.
So this money here, let me just show you. I have a still of the slot that I was playing, the 4-card Keno. You can see that right here. And I'm going to show you the fellow that handed me out the money on the payout when it happened. All right. I hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Everyone.
Like a rotary probably lost count. You got to start over.
$3,500.
Thank you so much. You know what? Do I have 20 here? No.
There you go.
I got some 20s for you.
You're all set. Thank you.